Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Chrono Trigger. Sorry, Chrono Cross walkthrough. Nice little slip up there. Anyways, alright, so we're still in Fort Draconia, or the second iteration of Fort Draconia. And here we've actually got these, I think this is the Cybot running around. The sprite is the same for, I think it's the Cybot, and then like the Roborg, I think is the other one. I don't remember which one is actually here and which one isn't. But anyways, we're gonna continue on grabbing all these wonderful treasures. So we're getting plenty of Denadorite. I think that's how you say that. But here is a new enemy. This is I think this is the Chameleon. And why is Lynx at 1 HP? Oh, okay. Must have died in one of the other battles. I do have the Energizer suit, so you can see his HP ticks up just a little bit. It's so insignificant that I really don't feel like that Energizer suit is worth the time. Or I suppose worth equipping. These guys cast very innate quite a bit, which is okay because it really doesn't do anything. It just I believe it just changes their actual innate, which is kind of neat. You know, it's supposed to be a chameleon, so I think that that ability makes sense, and its effects. Unfortunately for them, it doesn't really... it's not very, I don't know, battle efficient, because they use up a turn casting it. And, so yeah, so... not, those guys aren't really accomplishing anything with it. As far as... so, these guys, I'm not sure if they make a very good, doppelganger or not, but I'm probably, or my guess would be, I at least attempt to get a kill shot here with Sprig to get that. Probably not a horrible idea. If you've been watching the rest of the walkthrough, you'll know, so we're here extremely early. We actually don't need to be in the second iteration here of Fort Draconia as far as storyline purposes for quite some time. So again, there's no well, there's some advantages to coming here early in that there's some really useful items here, but again, for storyline purposes, we actually won't need to be here for quite some time yet. Alright, so this looks like we've got him weakened. So hopefully Sprig can make it happen. Oh man. She's just so weak. It's really hard to get kill shots with her, just because, you know, again, she's just really weak. I'm gonna try to help her out here with some buffs, but we'll see how much good it does. I don't really know why I cast Cure here. This is really a waste. Could have just very well done that at the, or let it happen automatically at the end of combat. Yeah, see, so I just finished him off. Oh well, that's alright. Alright, got all kinds of whiteout. That's nice, I guess. Not really. Don't really care. I'll probably never use those. And a Nostrum. Okay. Another not so impressive item. Technically element, but... Alright, let's head back. So we have, we've explored this part completely. And I would assume we're going to have to fight this robot jerk. I think I tried to avoid him here, but it didn't end up working out. I just ended up wasting time. I think I should have tried the back corner, the back left corner there. I may have been able to avoid him then, but just standing where I was there, he just walked right up and, well, obviously we started a fight, so. Alright. So luckily these guys aren't overly difficult. Although I guess it's a little surprising that I would decide to cast Moonshine. Well, yeah, I guess the Cybot, there it is. Okay, so that is the Cybot. The Cybot does pretty decent damage, especially with that Beaten Earth ability. So I'm guessing that's why I decided to, excuse me, cast is it Moonbeams there? I think that's the defensive buff. It seems like Sprig's been running around at half health for the last few battles too. It seems a little strange. There it is! Here it comes! Oh no! Don't pick Sprig! There we go. So, Harl's tier, I think that's her tier 5 ability. Reduces elemental damage by half. Well, yeah. Anyways, so it's awesome. At least, you know what? I think it's elemental damage. It's either elemental damage or it just reduces damage by half. One or the other. I guess I could look it up really quick just to really be sure. And by elemental damage, I think. See, now again, I'm curious if there really is like a physical side to the elements, or if it's just, or if it doesn't even matter. Because right there, I would assume Beaten Earth, that seems like a tech, right? And not necessarily magic. But, okay, Moonshine just says use lunar energy to protect your party. So, to me, I assume that means, that actually sounds like any kind of damage, just off of the description. But anyways, so Beaten Earth here. Yeah, one-shot Sprig. So that is it Moonshine or whatever? That definitely wore off because that should not have done that much damage to Sprig there. I'm trying to think if I decided to go for a kill shot here with Sprig. I don't even know if I needed it. I may have already got the Cybot on her list. Guess we're gonna find out. 6 damage. Less than impressive. Oh man. Oh, she's so weak. Ugh, that is disgusting. It is disgusting how little damage she does. Alright, hopefully. Ah, and I already used my strength and element. No. Yep, this is gonna take a while. We are going to be here a while. Well, I guess we'll get Sprig healed up a little bit at least. Come on, do it! No! Ugh, they have so much health too. It's actually, you know what? I realize now that that's why these videos take. So there it is, finally the kill shot. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about that anymore. It's all downhill from here. That's why these battles are taking so long, though. I'm trying to go for these kill shots with Sprig, and I mean, it's worth it to me anyway. I think it's worth it just because we got the Grand Slam coming right up. And trust me, it's going to make those battles so easy, like disgustingly easy. So definitely, in my opinion, worth the time. But, alright, let's keep going here. We'll grab this treasure. I think this treasure over here is a tornado element, which is actually really, really nice. Especially for this point in the game. I think that's the... I think if I remember right, that's the tier 6 green element. And technically, I guess I could have equipped it on Sprig so she'd have a, you know, a good attack element. But to be honest, I felt like it was kind of a waste on her. I spend so, well, I shouldn't say I spend so little time in her regular form, but you know, in any type of battle where something like that would matter, I'm gonna have her doppelganged, and you know, once I doppelgang her, there's no way to use your equipped elements anymore. So I tend to find that it's more useful to keep healing elements on her, and then just in case you do have extra elemental levels built up at the end of combat, then she'll just use those abilities to heal the party. So that's typically how I have her set up. Again, I don't really find a whole lot of use in equipping attack type elements on her. I don't even know what her magic stat is. You know, who knows? She could be a good caster, but I just don't feel like it's even worth it. Boom. Alright, that's the end of that. That was quick. Some more whiteout. Okay. And what do we have here? Tornado. That's what I thought. So you know, if you need a decent green element on somebody, tier 6 anyway, toss it on. Although I think tier 6 is only so the only innates, so only green innates, sorry, can equip that. Which again, now that would mean that Sprig could equip it. Sorry, although to be honest, I still don't feel like that's a good idea. But you can. But what else do we have here? I missed what was in that treasure chest. Whoops. I always look away at the worst possible times. It's just my thing. It's like my superpower. If I was a hero, you know, I had a superpower, that would be it. Looking away at the perfect time. Or worst time. Probably worst time is more accurate. Alright, so we activated the little blue brick there to make the shortcut appear. Very, very useful. Loves me the shortcuts. And here we have the green crystal. So we'll just deactivate this bad boy and be on our way. Alright, let's head back. Super glad that we got that shortcut too. We don't have to run all the way around. And I'm definitely going to wait for this guy to path past. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's head back to the center area. We'll make our way to the next puzzle, I guess. And this one's obviously really easy, and being that, you know, it's been fairly recent since I did Fort Draconia, I was able to remember basically which spots we need to drop down to. So luckily I didn't waste a whole lot of a lot of time here. So we're going to need, based off of the way this guy's facing, we need to go south. Because we need to drop into the easternmost hole. Or spot in the floor, whatever, however you want to say it. And that takes us right to the crystal. And then we'll drop into the southernmost spot in order to get the treasures. And then we'll be on our way. Alright, so that's the 4 main ones, which raises up the center column. Alright. Excuse me, and it is all downhill from here, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen. Humans. Should just say that. Be a lot more efficient. Alright, let's head back into that room. We'll see which way this statue's facing this time. Alright, so looks like we need to select east. Yep, so we can get dropped into the southern cutout. Whee! Really, that is a pretty interesting, or a pretty cool puzzle. I think that was a really good one. I think the first time I was like, "What's going on?" I kept telling it to go whichever way, and it would, stick me in the wrong area. But I got it eventually. All right, so there's a volcano. I think that's the tier 6 red element. So if you're hauling around a red innate, you can toss that on them. I am not, obviously. Not a very diversified group I have going here. I've got the 2 black innates and then Sprig, who I actually... Well, no, I don't have the... There's a doppelgang coming up that I really like to use. I don't, obviously don't have it quite yet, but it ends up being I believe a black innate as well, so... No diversification whatsoever once I get that. But alright, so here's the white crystals, so we'll deactivate that. And that should make the elevator appear. So we're almost done. And thank God, because excuse me, Fort Draconia is not all that exciting. But alright, so let's head down, and we're going to use the incubator. You can see these ones are kind of glowing. Even the center one looks a little different than the rest. So you'll want to walk up to it and put the big egg down. And it will hatch. And here is draggy. It's kind of cute, I guess. I don't know. I don't really use him much, but... I should say I don't really use him at all. Hooah! So in the other world, if you are here in Fort Draconia, the center incubator is empty, and then there's broken eggs on the right and left hand side, and basically in the rest of them. So I don't know if that was supposed to be his siblings there, but it seems weird because he says, "Where did they go?" Meaning, well, I guess that doesn't make sense anyway. He hasn't hatched. How would he know? How would he know that he's got brothers and sisters? Major plot holes. Oh, who cares? Who cares though, right? Alright, anyways, we've got him. I'm gonna haul him around at least for a little bit. I know I need to do some random encounters with him, so we'll hang on to him for a bit. Make sure his stats all end up as high as I can get him for the time being. To be honest though, there's really nothing else that you can do here in Fort Draconia. I shouldn't say that. There's a couple of more treasures that we can grab, but this is basically as far as we can go. Oops, wrong way. Let's see here, Nostrum, lame. Oh, let's see what else is here. Kind of feel like there should be like some charms. I guess we'll see. I guess it really hasn't been that long since I was here, so maybe it's cheating. Guessing what's in here. White charm? Oh, anti-black. I was way off. Alright. Anti-white. Nostrum, no! I'm 0 for 2. This is why I don't gamble. Horrible at guessing. Okay. Well, maybe gambling isn't really a guessing game, is it? Anti-white. Yeah, see, I would have been way off here. I thought that these had charms. But these are just lame elements. Alright, here is the final crystal. Right where it's always been. Wow. Fort Draconia puts me to sleep. Okay. I think I do end up teleporting up. There's literally nothing that we can do up there, though, so to be honest, this is a total waste of time. But, it's kind of funny. So, if there's any Halo fans out there, one of my arguments to Halo was that you'd always, like, go through a level and then go through it in reverse again. And that's kind of the way this game feels at certain points. It's like, oh, I'm gonna... Yep, go through Fort Draconia, and then go through it again. So, it's my only complaint. But, that being said, you know, we didn't have to come here this early, and I did get some, or pick up some good elements on the way. So, not the end of the world. But what I'm gonna do here, actually, I made the mistake of tapping this again. Going back up to the top, but there is, like I said earlier, there's nothing else to do here, so I'm actually going to cut the commentary and then we will pick it back up you know, outside of Fort Draconia. So I hope this guide was helpful though, and hope you join me for more videos. Alright, thanks for watching.